Bah humbug. Good luck, have fun. We have both players ready. Let's go ahead and get counted down for game number 1 between Blue Scooty and Phloxae. Will start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Welcome to Division 1. It's 2 burns, all it takes to clean that up. On the left! Rolling out of the US of A with an NTSC PB of 40,264,000. The current world record for Tetris. Welcome in, Blue Scooty. Oh, did I mention he's a 5-time CTL champion too? On the right. Rolling out of the United Kingdom. She has a PB of 1,667,000. Welcome in, Phloxae. Of course, Phloxae made it up to Division 1 back in Season 30. Took Season 31 off. And it's back to try her hand at the top division. And get a Tetris. Colin says he's going to have a sugar high now. Well, you enjoy running around the basement like a madman for the next 2 hours. Don't hurt yourself. Pretty close one early on. 170 for Scooty, 167 for Phloxae. Gonna bang a Tetris down the right side. How many people here would have done an L flat in 7, 8, 9? Well, no, I guess not L flat, but you know what I mean. Pretty sure Winter would have. Oh, over shift on the Z there. Just get a Tetris down the right side, but we'll get this cleaned up quick enough. Just 2 burns. Now, winner. Who mentioned you? That was me. Because I was pointing out that there was a VIT setup that was not taken by the player. What a Tetris for Phloxae. Look at this, 309 to 308. Neck and neck here in the early goings. But if we've learned anything today, in 90% of Division 1 games, at least from today, you're going to have to win this on 29 speeds. Really? You don't? Okay. That's interesting, because I do. But I don't go for crazy ones, like you often see, like, you do on Wars, for instance. Well, like, I would have thought that the VITs that Violet had potentially set up, well, wasn't a bad one. Made a nice flat board where there wasn't one before. But I mean, the burn's fine. There's nothing wrong with the burn. Also, I can play 1 row up here. Scooty will bang down another Tetris. Look at these paces. 475 for Phloxae at the 100 line turn. 516 for Scooty. Both very strong scores. Scooty having to do some burns here. Phloxae's been playing one row up for quite a bit here, and it's getting another Tetris. Of course, playing one row up, really nothing for these players on 18. Another Tetris. Also, as of note, we now have one player in each of the top divisions, Division 1A and Division 1B, who enjoy doing a single pushdown point to try to eliminate the potential of ties. Imagine if we get Sidnev versus Phloxae in the playoffs. And they somehow tie. Here we go, level 19, 638 for Phloxae. Scooty's in at 617, so the newcomer to Div 1. A better transition to start things off. We'll get another Tetris. Tetris for Scooty. But Scooty is in cleanup mode. $732 now for Phloxae. $657 for Scooty. Nice T-lift there. Some nice stacking there from Scooty. But all the stack in the world isn't going to help unless there's a bar. A couple show up there. Phloxae with a Tetris and change lead. High up on the board, though. Taking some burns. It's going to get that right side open. Will bang down the Tetris. Scooty set up. Takes that delayed burn with the J piece and bangs down a Tetris of his own. God, these scores are something. Uh-oh. Missed 5 tap, and that's going to be it. Scooty, you're in a chase down. You need 805. Should the academic here. There's the Tetris. Scooty's good for game 1. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Tugi, you were right. He did take a game. He did play pretty good. Scooty gonna get into an early couple of burns there, so early lead for Phloxae. Ooh, well, that was an adjustment attempt for Scooty there, but did not quite work out. Either that or it was an early flip. I couldn't tell which. They'll get a Tetris down the right side. Phloxae gonna have to do some burning here. We'll get things settled in. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. Another Tetris here. Pretty close game. Only 1,900 points separating them. Scooty with a Tetris. Island looking for a bar here. Ooh. He'll be scrambling up at the top of the board. Let's open up the right side, though. Can't quite find the bar. Where is the bar? It doesn't take the triple there. Bar shows up. There's a Tetris. And if that didn't show up, that would have been over. Playing with fire here at the beginning of game 2. Scooty has the lead now, 213 to 156. Scooty just playing calm Tetris at the moment. Oh, interesting set of misdrops there. It does clean that up pretty quickly. That does drop the lead to under a Tetris. Phloxae at 252 at the half. Scooty's still a Tetris away. If he can't find a long bar here, he'll be around 252 as well, but he's going to get a Tetris. 272 for him. Bar down the right, Tetris for Phloxae. Oh, misdrop for Scooty. Does get a bar, though, for the Tetris. That was a long drought. Now it's Phloxae's turn to have to dig. Whoa, what was that bar? Kingsman showing up on Phloxae's board as the king bar arrives. Wallbat in chat says, Scooty, bro, switch to padless, no double flips. You know, I am so jealous that they were selling those at Boston. Like, you know, there's a CTWC major coming up in February. Come sell them there, please. I will buy 2. Tetris for Scooty. And another one. This one is still pretty close. Scooty has a pace lead, but is back by 4 lines. So unless he catches up to Phloxae in lines, he'll be trailing her. Oh, there we go. Now he's got the lead. Another Tetris for Phloxae. And another one. Avoiding the long bar dependency there. Finally gets to the J. Bang down a Tetris. Level 19, 504. Scooty hoping to Tetris in as well. There's the bar. He'll go in at 545. And a misdraw for Scooty to start level 19. It'll cost a couple burns. But he still has the pace lead. But it's really neck and neck. Very close. Tetris for Phloxae. 609. Scooty with the Tetris. Phloxae with some holes. It's just going to burn him down. And Tetris for Scooty, he's got the real-time lead and the pace lead. It is about almost 3 Tetrises, but this is a column 2 attempt for Phloxae. She'll get the bar for the Tetris. It keeps it going with the T. Hoping for the well transfer here. Where is the bar? It doesn't show up, so she's just going to burn it down. Now we'll play 2 rows up. We'll get the Tetris there before having to... Oh, misses a spin. Only a 2-frame window on 19. Scooty with a very jank board right now. He's up high. This is going to hurt. Does start to get things open, and will open up the right side. And through all that, he did not lose his lead. 776 to 727. Nice fits for Phloxae. And a Tetris to follow. Nice pieces, not being very kind to Violet at the moment. Ooh. Rough piece there. God. Keeps the right side open, though. Can score a Tetris with a bar, but the bar doesn't show. She's just going to skim off the top. Assuming she can find a flat piece. What the heck? Oh my god. This is trouble. Bar needed left, but just plugs it with a J. $27-piece drought. She is on level 28, folks. This is looking dire. Does she have a chance to get this down in time for 29? I don't think she does. Scooty has the max out. She's going for a filthy, disgusting Tetris into 29. Because why not? Scooty's good. He has a 2-0 lead. That was a giant middle finger to the game, is what that Tetris was. I love it. Go ahead and get them started for game number 3. Scooty up 2-0. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Colin saying, come on, Violet, I believe. Yep, Toogie says, rope-a-dope. Comeback starts now. Although calling Blue Scooty a dope is questionable. Not the path I would take. Only applies to top rollers. You're probably right. Bit of a issue to start this one for Violet, but let's get the bar down the right side for the relief and the Tetris. Another bar, another Tetris. Really hoping that the L shows up, but it's a bit too late now. I have to stuff a long bar down the right side to clean this up. $140 for Scooty, $99 for Violet has gotten into a little bit of trouble here. It's only halfway up the board, so not a problem, but certainly don't want to be losing efficiency on 18. You're gonna see the 2 rows up strats. Yes, we are. For the dirty Tetris, but Scooty, huge lead right now, 234 to 132, and Scooty setting up the Vits. Into a drought. Does get the bar for the Vits. Violet got a Tetris with it, but Scooty finally will get a bar over for the Tetris. Still 99,000 points in favor of Scooty. And Violet finally going to get that well transfer. Into the middle well. Yeah, that T is exactly what she wanted there, but bars are not showing up. Finally, there's one for the Tetris down the middle. These center well Tetrises making Quaid smile somewhere, I'm sure. 374 for Scooty, 299 for Phloxae. Set up another Vits here. Set up a couple tucks and spins. And there's the tuck and spin. Where is the piece for that? Oh my goodness. Violet suddenly finding herself in a dig here, but gets out of it quickly, gets the bar for the Tetris. Scooty also having to clear some lines, but he'll get a Tetris as well. It is still around 96,000 points and has been for quite some time here. Oh, nice adjustment there. The SZ Corion. Tetris for both the 100-line turn. It's 491 for Scooty, 395 for Phloxae. 491 at 100 lines. Oof. Yeah, reminder, you're playing Scooty. This is his pace. Another Tetris for Phloxae. Trying to keep within striking distance. Setting up a Tucker spin, will end up with the spin. Both players weathering this drought. Violet will get a Tetris off of it. Scooty will not. There's another bar very shortly thereafter. Scooty very close to a 600 transition. Violet has a little bit of burning to do and will burn into 19. 497 into another drought. 2 back-to-back droughts. After a short amount of time. 580 for Scooty, 502 for Phloxae. All 19, here we go. Another Tetris for Scooty. Phloxae just trying to get clean and does get the right side open, flattens out the board and gets a bar for the Tetris. Scooty hole in column 9 here. It's going to burn it from above and now has a hole in column 2. So just does the same with that. Phloxae looking for a bar, will find it for the Tetris. Scooty still in cleanup mode. Lead is down to under 3 Tetrises. Another drought here, 20 plus pieces. There have been a number of these droughts this game. This one goes almost 30. Tetris for both. And again. Couple of awful pieces there for Phloxae's board. Scooty able to handle them fine. But guess what? It's another drought. $28-piece drought. Wow. Violet playing with fire right now. But does get things cleaned up. And bang, Tetris. 142,000 point lead now for Blue Scooty. As we're winding down on the level 19 speeds, about to hit the kill screen at 29. We play another 100 lines of that, and we'll double the speed again if they make it that far. Which even at this level is no guarantee. Bar down the right, Tetris for Scooty. There's one for Phloxae, and another for both players. They are almost piece for piece here. Another pair of Tetrises. Max out for Scooty. He'll go into 29 at 1,063,000. Phloxae with the Tetris will go in at 956. Here we go, level 29. And Scooty getting into a little trouble here. But so is Violet. And she needs a bar to survive, and it's not going to get over. Scooty, you're good. He will take it in a sweep. How many droughts of 20 plus were there that game? I want to say like 7? It was ridiculous. That's going to do it. Scooty! He's your winner. He's sideways, as always. Because he can't find a normal cam. Cheese! There, you're right side up now. ID Kirby on the left, SV Nestris on the right. This is a Division 1A matchup. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 1. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left, rolling out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 3,497,000. Welcome in ID Kirby. AKA the gaslighting playstyle. Oh, there you go, yeah. And on the right, the inventor of the gaslighting playstyle. I'm kidding. Roller out of the United Kingdom with an NTSC PB of 5,984,000. The friendliest champ in action, it is SV Samvon. And so far in the early going, no one told these two that they can burn, and they have not done so yet. But Kirby gonna take a quick skim there. SV is set up and will get 5 in a row to start this game. Of course, SV talking about his wrist being a problem. I haven't really mentioned this to anyone yet, but on the day after New Year's, I had to go to urgent care because I did something to my ring finger on my anchor hand, and it hurts, and I thought I broke it. So thankfully, I did not break it, but I think it's also a sprain, and it's just not going away. It's just constant soreness. Kirby getting into a little trouble here, but we'll get a dirty Tetris. But yeah, it's... Right now, I can't play more than 5 or 6 games of Tetris in a row without having to stop. And it's not really because the finger's bothering me, it's just because I've been avoiding playing for so long. Because I was afraid it was broken. But I just lost all my hand strength. I'm doing pretty good, though. Got a 961 earlier today. I tried to give myself a tattoo. I did not. Tetris is easy if you just don't burn. I've seen Tyler try that, and it doesn't work. Not for him, anyway. It's called getting old. Nah. I'm pretty sure... Like, I have no proof what caused it, right? But I think I did it in my BO7 against Orlando. And only because I practiced the F out of Tetris that day. I probably played 2-3 hours of Tetris that day, which I normally don't do. And I had a pretty good set. It was probably one of my favorite sets of all time. Orlando played really well, and I thought I played pretty passably as well. Made it to 7 games. Quite happy with the set, even though ultimately Orlando won. But 436 for SV, 329 for ID Kirby. Nice little setup there with the J. kind of a delayed overhang. And we'll get the square. But at least I got some, like, good naproxen for a while. Not the over-the-counter brand. The real stuff. But that has since run out. This is quite the showing from SV this game. 94% Tetris rate 2 lines before the turn. I mean, I think Kirby's having a good game too. 443 at the turn is nothing to laugh at. It's just not 552. 107,000 point lead for SV. Winter, welcome in. Five Tetrises to go for SV. This could be a 700. And there's one Tetris. This is some incredible pace out of SV. Another Tetris, 667, still within reach. Sam Binky, oh jeez. Ooh, sets up a long bar dependency, and I don't know if it was intentional. It does work out, at least for now, and gets the bar for the Tetris. Kirby is into 19 at 588, and SV will get a 715 into level 19. A little bit of a mess, though. I think he sold for it. But didn't sell too much. This will be cleaned up quickly. In fact, he's going to go for a column 7 here? No, he's just going to bring it down. Oh, he's going to play 2 rows up. Okay. So over to column 10 he goes. This takes the safety burn. Flat burn with the bar, and this has allowed Kirby to basically come right back. It is less than a Tetris. Kirby entered down by more than 100,000 points. There's a dirty Tetris for SV, but did pay the price. We'll have to do some more burning here. Kirby has an opportunity unless SV goes aggressive again here, and it's just pieces aren't letting him. Like, I see the vision from SV, and it's just like every time he tries to set up something dirty or off column or something, it's just not getting the right pieces. Like, perfect. Like, right on cue. That L showed up, and that L had nowhere to go but cover the well. There's a Tetris, finally. He's in column 1 right now. Kirby's still set up in column 10. Another Tetris for Kirby. SV trying to get cleaned up again. It will get that column 1 Tetris, and he might just take the long bar left if it shows up. Kirby waiting on a bar here. Look at that counter. Look at it. It's so big. Well, if you're a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fan, I bet you had no idea the question was, how long is this drought gonna be? 42 pieces. Another Tetris for SV. SV with a 5,000 point lead. Also 5 lines back, so could get an extra Tetris before transition. It is the answer. You're right. And hold your cowbells for a moment, because there's no bar here on 28. Max out for SV. But there is a nasty Little drought for ID Kirby. He's going to get the Tetris to go into transition at 1,039,000. SV with a Spire of Z's there. He's just going to work around that. Takes the burn and should be ready to go. Tetris 1,058,000. Here we go. Level 29 play. Another 100 lines of this before we double the speed again. Although Kirby been a little high, but ooh, very nice series of pieces. Gets the Tetris down the middle to, more importantly, bring this stack down. The Tetris was just secondary. Oh, the T-spin! Kirby staying alive here. 4,000 points separating these players. And a hang from SV. And that burn for Kirby will give him game number 1. Right as he's topping out, too. Look at that. 2,100 points is the difference in game number 1. 2. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. As mentioned in the lead-up, this is the third meeting between these two players, and they are in consecutive CTL seasons. SV get the sweep back in season 30, taking that one 3-0, and then getting the decider in season 31. So third time, maybe the charm for Kirby, currently up 1-0. Bit of an awkward board here for SV as we start this game. Oh, what the heck? Top player RNG, if I ever seen it right there. But still having an issue getting things opened up. 16-piece drought, not going to hurt either player. Kirby has yet to burn. Sam just trying to get this down. It's just been obnoxiously stubborn. Looking for a T-tuck here. We'll get it. And, oh, very nice for the triple there. And bang, Tetris SV is out of danger. 205 for Kirby. Perfect through 10 now at 228. 96,000 for SV. Looks like he's going to have to take a burn here. Long bar would be perfect, and he gets it. So 10 in a row for Kirby to start this one. Last game, it was SV who was pacing. We'll see if it works out for Kirby this time. We'll get another Tetris. And just as a reminder, you can see down there in the lower right-hand corner, we have our Matcherino prize pool. It's currently totaling $102.94. Trying to get it to our main goal of 1,000 and our stretch goal of 2,000. Of course, that stretch goal is when we pay out the top 8 rather than the top 4. And we still have some contribution codes available. In fact, we have 29 of them. So if you haven't done your contribution code duty yet this season, head over to Matcherino, sign in, click the claim code button, and I mean, you can click the contribute button too if you want to contribute actual money. And that's a thing you can do. Some good plays here to resolve those overhangs from SV. And there you go. Bar over for the Tetris. It's Kirby's turn to have the 90+% Tetris rate late in 18 here. That bar over for the Tetris. 441 to 312. It's like almost the exact opposite story of last game. Like SV's probably going to have 400 at the turn here. And 400 is good. But Kirby already has 500 and can get 2 more Tetrises before the 100 line mark. Hell, gonna have to burn that away, but we'll get a Tetris to go to 535. Nice adjustment on that bar there. Level 19 is fast approaching for these players. We have a 604 for Kirby, 472 for SV. I'm trying to think if that's 96,000 points. Yeah, I don't think that's quite enough to hit a 700 with, but a little bit of a situation here for Kirby. Needs an L, will get it. And does get the bar over for the Tetris. So here we go, level 19 coming up. One more line for SV will do it. $6.99, yours for a limited time. Mighty Kirby with the transition, 546 for SV. So a pretty big lead for Kirby right now. Of course, these players starting off level 19 and 20, just like they were playing on 19. You saw that adjustment from SV. These players are still going for as much efficiency as they can handle. Another Tetris for SV. There's one for Kirby, 804 into 21. Ooh, missed 5 tap there for Kirby, not dangerous yet. Of course, if he doesn't get another bar, it will be dangerous. Man, that bar took forever to show up, and he already had the left side stacked up. So both players kind of getting jacked up by that short drought. SV working this down. Good T there. Taking the delayed burn. Set up for Dirty. There's a dirty Tetris for SV. He trails by 3 Tetrises and change. But Kirby will score one there into level 24. 881 to 754. Left well attempt here for SV, but there's a drought. But the bar does show up. He'll get the Tetris. And another one. Tetris for Kirby. Looking for a 26 max here. Can get it with the next Tetris into 26. And there it is. 1,012,000 for Kirby, 883 for SV. Oh, SV overshooting the J there. Tetris for Kirby just in time, too. Ooh, well, look out. Double flip there, but got corrected before it landed. $1.1. It's a very nice game for Kirby thus far. But it's got to get the sport down within the next 11 lines, because level 29 goes pretty fast, turns out. Got a head nod there. But no bar. Where is the bar? Both players waiting on a bar. They're piece for piece, and they get the bar at the same time. Simul Tetris into 29. It's a 150,000 point lead for Kirby. Bar over Tetris. Kirby getting into a little bit of trouble here. By a little bit, I mean, oh boy, he misses a 5-tap. That's going to be it. He's done. SV, you're in a chase down. You need 1,178,000. That's B78. And one more Tetris will do it, or some change. Just going to opt for the change as the pieces are not cooperating. And there it is. We're tied at 1. So yeah, big paces on 18 are not netting these players any wins right now. $1.3 now for SV. And gets that board all the way back down. It's going to go for a 3-6 stack. Gets that Tetris. Before bringing the stack back over to the right. But at center, well, ooh, gets that bar. And we'll get another Tetris. 1.4. E for Elite, baby. Come on. If you know, you know. Setup again. Look at this aggressive, dirty Tetris setup. It's not going to happen because there's no bar, but props for the setup. 1,474,000 will be it for SV. And there's a ready from SV. Let's go ahead, count it down. Game number 3. We're tied 1-1. Who's going to take the advantage? We'll find out in 3.